Let's turn off the starting screen. And there we go. I think we're about good to start. My computer throws a hissy fit if I try to check out stream, but I don't know why it's been throwing a hissy fit. I'm also stream might end early. I'm kind of waiting for a call back from a doctor for stuff, so we're kind of waiting for that. So, but anyways, yeah, time for more Blaster Master Zero. In the last episode, we got started and got through the first 2 areas, and we rescued Eve. Speaking of which, Eve, anything interesting to say? I can't help but wonder, what's the reason for these mutants? Go all the way to the depths of the earth like this. Back in our battles, it's hard to imagine that they have any sort of intelligence, but it's quite clear they have a sense of animosity towards Sophia. Is some sort of reason why they attack us? Hey, can you check Sophia for what info she has on mutants? I'm sure it'll take a little bit of time, but I'll look into it. Watch your blood, let me know if you find anything. So we'll give Eve some time to look over that. But yeah, over here, we're in the industrial area. The main gimmick of the industrial area in this version of the game is conveyor belts. This was not in the original, I believe. So we have to deal with conveyor belts. They're kind of annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. And these trash cans. I'm gonna die to a damn trash can, aren't I? Good shots. Keep going. In this section, we're actually going to be introduced to a new entire mechanic to Blaster Master Zero that wasn't in the original. As well here in the industrial area, I believe, which is kind of cool. First up, let's grab our upgrades, and don't forget you have all your stuff. I'm trying to remember everything. It's been a little bit since I played, because, yeah, a bunch of delays happened. Because of some life stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, homing missiles are not the smartest bunch. They kind of just go after whatever. But I will say, between this and the last recording session, I actually beat the game for practice, so I know a basic idea of everything that's happening. Let's over here with just good old Jason. I would be lying if there wasn't a part of me that just wants to do the whole heavy rain Jason! Jason! Every time I think of Jason Frodnook. Or cunning protagonist. I don't know why you described him. Jason is literally anything but cunning. He's kind of an idiot. At least remembering the plot of this game. He's doing all this to go after a damn frog. Which I don't think he's actually talked about why he's going after Fred specific other than like, oh hey, I like Fred, Fred's cool. But yeah, pretty simple room. There's also going to be conveyor belts for us to deal with in here, which is not the best, but they're annoying. And as you can see, this was just a restock room, so if you needed to restock on weapons and anything, if you got beat up by the last boss, you can do that here. But thankfully we didn't do that, but unfortunately, because we don't need it, we have to walk back, which is kinda lame. But it's not the worst. Thankfully, because this conveyor belt can actually speed us up, and remember about these, because you'll need to remember this. But usually they aren't really built for us, but they're usually meant to slow us down. Anyways, back into Sophia the Third. Let's continue. And the other main mechanic of this is these conveyors that are not really used, kind of meant to power up things. I don't know what you'd call these things. I guess treadmills? I don't know. Ow. Now the green ones, they hold up forever, but the yellow ones actually start falling down too. And yes, they can crush you. And you will die. That tends to be how crushing works. If I can turn my brain on and actually jump right, thank you. And we have a bit of a problem. We can't get this door open because our conveyor belt's up there on the wall too. We can't even get up there even if we could. But for now though, so I guess we'll head down this way. More of these conveyors. We're going to be dealing with lots of conveyors. Conveyor, conveyor, conveyor. I don't know what I'm going to title this episode when it goes up on YouTube. Because I at least have one title I already know that I'm going to rock with when we get to that point of the game. Oh, almost fell in there like an idiot. Oh no. Let's support the Thunderbreaker for a little bit. Can't hurt to have a good old thunder over there. thunder makes it real nice to just land on enemies. With this one, we're going to pull down. I actually have a platform to get to the save point. Fantastic. Hopefully everyone's having a good day today. Good old Thunderbreaker, again, is a very good option here compared to, like, homing missiles. Also, the triple missile is actually pretty okay here because of the spread, and it just keeps going. It doesn't stop. So do keep that weapon in mind. All your weapons tend to have uses. As we push this down, we gotta rush up here. And there's nothing important down there, just an enemy to kill, but it's irrelevant right now. Shoot the trash cans. Now let's head up top first. Here to the left. You find another room with another one of these. So let's head over to that room for Jason and see what we can do. You can get up these things early, I believe, by jumping or pressing up. You can get up them early. But unfortunately, this room, we can't really do much in here. Mostly because it's dark. You can actually get through this without the power-up you need for this, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. So I don't recommend it. Because, you know, that's everyone's favorite gimmick. Light gimmicks. So I believe now we have to head down. What's over here to the right? Anything important? A save point? We're going to go down first. Because if there's a save point, that typically means progress. So we're just going to head down first. Unfortunately, shoving the trash cans in the spikes doesn't kill them, but it does get them out of our way. And now we have another Jason segment. Let's continue. Well, this is fairly empty. Even the map says nothing important, but we can see there's a way to go up vertically. And the way you actually do that is this crack in the wall. As if you've seen before, you can destroy cracks in the wall with grenades. Remember this. This is important. Am I at full health? I think I am. Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, because that's our full... Okay. Okay. Trying to remember what all the full health things are. Because we're going to need them because I'm going for the best ending, because it's not that hard to get. Although it does kind of mess... If you go for the best ending first, it does kind of mess with the plot like you're intended, I think, to get the bad ending first. But I don't want to. I'll probably show the bad ending. I'll have to get footage for it, which will be easier once we get closer to that. Now I have two paths, up and down. Go down. Down is progress, up is kind of bonuses. If you need any stat stuff, go up. But if you don't, just go down. And now we have another save point. Which typically a save point in one of these rooms mean it's boss time. Warning. The layer of obliteration lasers. This is another enemy rush. These lasers tend to go off when you run in front of them, so if you're careful, you don't run in front of them. But the real way you really get this boss done real fast, let them all come out, and then striker them. That's all you have to do. Sit there, put your controller down, relax, let them all come out. Let them all come see their pain. And again, striker. That's two. And once they stop sending out new guys, you know you've done enough. Do 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 do. And that's it. That's the entire boss fight. With this, we get another upgrade for Jason. The flash bomb, a sub-weapon that emits a bright light that stops enemies in track. May be useful in dark areas. And just maybe, we just got TM Flash. Or no, it wasn't it wasn't HM in its first game. Never mind. Wrong way, Jason. Go back. Ba-dum. Ba-bum-bum. Fuck. And now let's head up here and use this play. You get through the dark room. Anyhow, I'll be streaming more on YouTube again because it won the vote. I was kind of streaming on Twitch at one time just because I felt like using Twitch. Which I guess wasn't the best thing to not use Twitch after that, but it'll be fine. Most of my audience is over here anyways. Now then, we got a bunch of electricity things. Yeah, they really did not want you using... going through here without the... flash bombs. Be very careful. Don't lose your upgrades if possible. Because again, your wave beam is your friend. Wave beam is love. Wave beam is life. Wave beam is the gameplay. Wave Beam is the optimal choice in all situations. Well, not all situations, 99% of them. Now we have a bit of a split path. We're gonna go up. Is this the right way? I don't remember. Ow, I got shot. Well, these are stuff back, so I guess I can't complain too much. I'll take my health back. No, we lost trying to get up here. Also, our top-down sections are now have a different song, which is good. Again, Striker is very good at clearing out rooms of enemies. Wave's also a good choice. A lot of your weapons are pretty good. All your weapons usually have some uses. I'm trying to say which like the worst one is. I think probably it's just the basic vanilla gun is probably the worst one because of how just small it is, but it also has a pretty nice fire rate. And as we remember last time, there was another hole in the wall. Let's do it again. For the rest of the stage. As we go further deeper into the industrial area. And we find the map. Map of the industrial area. Fantastic. I wonder if he's found anything out on those Battle of Mutants. Yeah, we should probably check in with her when we get back. Again, unfortunately, because it's not a power-up, we have to walk back. It kinda sucks. But isn't the worst thing in the world. Ow. Just kind of slow. Again, remember, Jason heals up when he gets back in Sophia. But be kind of careful because you don't keep your gun upgrades, don't heal, only your health. So really, you want to get hit less on these way backs, less of your health, and more for I want to keep my gun upgrades. Now we'll just moonwalk out of here. I don't know when the Smooth Criminal game came out. I don't remember. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. I guess because it said Moon... Oh no, it's called Moonwalker, not Smooth Criminal. What the hell's wrong with me? So now then, let's check out our... Let's get out of this room for the less noisy. Let's see our map. How big of an area are we looking at? Not that bad. There's 2 bricks back there, but not the worst. We see a life up over there and 2 more bosses, but one of them isn't in a cave, which is interesting. So, Eve, have you found anything about the mutants yet? Hey Jason, about the mutants, did you find something? There wasn't anything concrete about mutants, but I found some info about something that resembles them. What could that be? I found an image of something that looks just like a mutant, and I searched more from there. However, this info is still pretty incomplete, but I gathered up as much as I could. Eve pulled everything up on the monitor. By indiscriminately taking all the planetary reasons they can, they end up turning the living creatures of that planet into some kind of inorganic life form. Also, if they are continuously acquiring resources, they will be unable to survive. It looks like they aren't intelligent life forms, but they are able to perceive other signs of life, and they are extremely violent towards them. Yeah, maybe they're attacking Sophia because she has living beings on board? It's kind of hard not to think that something bad is going to happen when you have very little information like this. Thanks, Eve. No problem. If I find anything else, I'll let you know. Good job, Eve. Now then, I believe, yeah, our next stop would be go to the right, because, yeah, we're good. We don't need to go down anymore. We're set. So we have the same point. Now let's continue on. Again, a lot of your weapons are useful. Stuff like the triple beam is... I don't know, I didn't use the triple rockets very often. Now we got a bit of an interesting thing. We have to charge another ramp under this ramp that's falling down on us slowly. It's kind of cool. I don't know why I said ramp. Conveyor would be the right word. Wingit. Fantastic English you got there. Very good stuff. I am the best at the English language. So now we're just going to make our way up to the right, because there's nothing left for us on the left. It's just kind of map fulfilling, and you don't need to do that for 100%. You can do it if you want. I don't think you get any bonuses for that, but you can. And oh no, we're going to be crushed. Nah, they stopped just ahead. Hello. So again, we have more of these. Keep going. That's not that hard. Oh, make it, make it, make it. Yeah. Sophia is... Sometimes they'll kick you off immediately when it fully locks in. Sometimes they don't. Be very careful. Yeah, that time they didn't lock it, kick us off. Rid of that. It's kind of there to mess you up if you're sitting there. Okay, yeah, we go a little more up for the power up. Well, there should be a life up around here somewhere. Hey, I found it. You die, thank you. Increase Jason and Sophia's life by 1. Fantastic. And we have another Jason segment. Section. Oh, this is just for bonus stuff. Well, this is kind of cute. There, that was cute. You know what, I don't feel comfortable if I don't do this. I need to at least get this marked off for the top down, because I know there's not a boss here, but I also don't trust it, because I don't want to miss out on 100%. Because it's a name. It's the name of the tank. It is Sophia the Third. It is important to know that it's known as Sophia the Third. The Adventures of Sophia the Third, Jason Frudnick, Eve, looking for Fred the Frog. You know, the most intense story over here at Blaster Master. Nothing good here? Nothing good here. Yeah, I figured as much. This was just stock up. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Because you miss one upgrade, you just lost out on the best ending unless you want to backtrack. And we do have a good chance to backtrack later in the game. There is a fantastic backtracking section, but I don't feel like it if I don't have to. Yeah, really, that's just kind of there to get you stocked up before the boss is coming up. Because we have 2 actually decent bosses. Well, I say decent, they're probably both just going to die to wave beam immediately, but we can't make that jump, and that's where our thing is, and we can't actually make it back up there, so we're going to be taking the homing missile and charge shot. This is very important. So this is something brand new to Blaster Master Zero. Not this thing, the thing coming up after this. The hover pack. Press jump and hold the button to ascend upward or air. We can now fly. Our tank can fly. It's fast and can fly. It's fantastic. It looks like Fio will be able to hover now. Thanks to Chip. Chip in air, stay airborne, but make sure you keep an eye on your SP. Yes, it also does take your SP gauge. Now, in the original game, all these sub-weapons didn't have to use the SP gauge. But the hover did. But also, the hover didn't auto-regen. So this is a very nice balance of both of them. But this is new. Jason, look up. What is that gear? It's freaking huge! But is it made of metal? Right, but it looks like a mutant. Who was here using that chip as bait? Show Jason, here it comes! Warning, the uncontrollable engine. Central gear. In-tank boss battles. This is brand new to Blaster Master Zero. This was not in the original game. Now, good old Central Gear here has some defensive armor that you can't just normally shoot through, but with your laser shot, you can just pierce it, so it's very nice to have that. Stuff like this are pretty simple. Once it's just facing straight, you can kind of shoot. You gotta send these guys at you. Central Gear is a very, very vulnerable one. Now then, with this weapon, if it goes down, you gotta go all the way up here with laser and still get shot, because I'm bad at avoiding stuff. Don't forget about your alt fire. If I could aim, please. PS5 controller, please. Another good weapon is the triple fire, because it can blast right through the armor if you need to. You can just kind of ignore the armor. If it's shooting from this, go to the very bottom of the screen. It's pretty easy to avoid, if you're careful. I am kind of fighting this boss a little slower than you usually do, because I just want to show off more of these bosses' attacks, because this is brand new and I almost ran out of SP. You kind of just gotta shoot the eye. Again, charge shots are very nice because they pierce through the armor. You can kind of keep shooting it. Just take the hit and then blast it. Well, the uncontrollable engine has been defeated. Oh, the Naptown bosses, no. It's too funny to just destroy them with wave and shit. It's too funny to let them actually fight. I truly believed you could defeat the thing, thank you. I got hit a couple times trying to control some things and just being bad at video games, but hey, Fred signal's disappearing. What's going on? I can't get a read on the signal. Yeah, I got nothing else, sorry. Would've kept an eye. Don't sweat it. If you find it again, let me know. And with that, we've defeated the Central Gear, and now all that's left is to get out of here and go to that last area. Eve, anything interesting to tell us? We totally lost track of Fred, and this sucks. There's also a chance that Fred's signal is too far away to pick up. If we head to a different area, we may be able to get the signal again. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere we can go in the industrial area with Sophia's current abilities. The area we saw looks like we can access it now with the hover ability. I can think of one, but man, we're really gonna have to backtrack. They know. They knew. So let's get out of here. Let's get out of here and never think of Central Gear ever again. Because it's nowhere near as good as Metal Gear. This, we have a pipe. And Sophia obviously can't get through, so now we have to slowly crawl. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum. There we go. Again, just use wave. Top-down sections, 90% of the time, you're just going to be using wave. We are going to get some uses of other weapons in the next area a little bit better. Be careful, use your strafe as per usual, just kind of walk carefully. Bum, bum, bum. I just love this song, I just love the song. And here we got a bit of a conveyor belt mess to deal with, which isn't the biggest. It's a small thing. I don't know why I made it such a big deal sounding then. Keep firing. Again, wave beam. Pretty much everything is weak to it. Just hammer the shit out of the button. You'll be good to do that for like 80% or like 90% of the areas. You could just kind of hammer the shit out of the shoot button. Be careful, again, you also have to make sure you don't lose out on your bonus shield. And now for the next boss. I don't remember what this is. Oh, it's this boss! A warning. The layer of photophage. Now this boss is pretty simple. It's going to shoot sometimes and move around and actually place itself. And as you notice, these bosses are kind of laying around. This is kind of like a raid boss. Not really raid boss. Invasion boss? I don't know what name I'd actually use for it. But it's going to keep spawning a bunch of them. Once enough are on the screen, they're all going to show up. Just use wave. Half its health, gone. Because each of them it destroys is a bit of a health bar. Just use wave. Not wave. Striker. Striker's very helpful here. This is one of the bosses where Striker is extremely good. And watch out, once they're all set up, bam, done. Beat that boss in 2 shots. And it's also, unfortunately, a bit of an auto-scroller, so you can't really speed up the boss at all anyways. And with this, we get a brand new ability for Sophia. And the jump boost. Press the jump button mid-air again to perform additional jumps. Now this is an alternative to the hover, which will show up in a second once we get over there. I like the hover. Jump's really good too. Jump is a lot faster, I think, than hover, but hover also is a lot better to control. So we have our 2 ones. We have hover and booster. Eve, anything to say? Anything interesting? Nope, you're just telling me about warhead missiles. I don't care. Thank you, Eve. Shut up. Yes, with hover, we can kind of slowly fly around and actually use it to slow our descents. And it doesn't immediately cost it. The booster, though, is a lot faster. You essentially just get multiple jumps in midair. Every time you press it, you spend an SP gauge to jump again in midair. It's kind of nice and kind of annoying. We'll use jump for a little while because it's nice. Now we actually have to head all the way back. Unfortunately, this game is not super built well for backtracking, but it's also not a very long game, so backtracking isn't very hard. Oh, you actually don't get crushed. Huh, I thought it did. I guess Sophia the Third is a lot stronger of a tank than I gave her credit for. I mean, how could it be? How could it not be? It's Sophia the damn Third. Nothing's better than Sophia the Third. Not even Sophia the First. Just gonna go back to homing missiles and just kind of pop, 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 pop. I'm gonna keep running, jump up here. Never mind, we're going to save. Yeah, thankfully jump's pretty nice. You can move a little faster with it. I like hover more, like I said. It's really just up to personal preference, whatever you prefer. And now, because we're actually able to fly and ascend higher, good old Street Fighter 5, we don't, and thankfully we don't have to deal with the 8 frames of delay. We can actually get up here. It's pretty nice. Get a bunch of our SP back to go faster. Keep on going up. Yeah, thankfully the extra jumps are nice. You just gotta manage your SP. Unfortunately, there is no SP extensions in this game. I believe there are in 02, which I now own. I just need to play it. I'm just kind of waiting until I'm done with Blaster Master Zero on the stream before I play 02, so that way I won't be out of the loop with Blaster. Nah, out of the loop. Get sick of Blaster Master like I did with like something like Kingdom Hearts. And now we have to head back. Thankfully, because we have the upgraded cannon, Sophia. Actually, no, we have to make a pit stop here. Never mind, I forgot. We actually have a pit stop up there to get that life up. Let's go get that. Then we go over 2 more. Got it. And nothing much to say right here. We're just kind of backtracking, which is not the most interesting thing in the world. If I wasn't streaming, I would cut this out. I apologize. But because it's a stream, that means that you all watching the videos as well have to deal with this, or you know, just cut forward. Will you piss off, you damn caterpillar? I hate these fucking caterpillars. Hate them. There, we're up here. Stuff. Keep moving. Think of what to say right now. Yeah, it's hard to commentate backtracking because there just isn't anything really interesting going on. And then once we head up here, we can finally obtain the life up for this area. This area is kind of a place to make you mess up your level 3 missile. You don't use your homing missiles because they're just going to end up locking onto the mines. But thankfully, the Thunderbreaker makes quick work of these mines. And these caterpillars because they're annoying. The giant caterpillars. No, that's still 02. I'm still on 01. 02 will eventually be played, but I want to play through it myself first to make sure I like it. The changes. I really like this one, though, because I finished it now. So many fucking caterpillars! Ah! Why is the caterpillar the mortal enemy of the tank? This is crazy. Although again, Thunderbreaker and homing missiles are pretty helpful for getting rid of them. I didn't have the homing missiles equipped because of all the mines. But thankfully, we're just gonna go in a straight line because we have power-up shot again. All the power-ups are very nice. Makes backtracking a lot faster. No, you go to hell, Caterpillar. I'm not dealing with you anymore. Again, homing missiles are not the best weapon all the time, but they're always helpful. Damn, no one will. And now, after all the backtracking, we're finally back to Area 1. Again, use your double jumps. Unfortunately, if you do get hit using your hover or your double jump, it does immediately lose it. You do immediately just fall back and not have it. You have to start it back up again. Just fucking die. And then I fall down here like a genius. I am the best at video games. simple enemy, just hammer the button. And then we can actually get multiple jumps and fly now. We can actually get that. It's nothing important, it's just some more free health, but it's cute. Better to have it not need it. Sick of these damn flies. We have to continue going all the way back. All the way back. Give me you. Rush up. And now we're being chased by Spencer. Actually, what do we call it? I guess he called it a Spencer enemy. You get out of here, please. Oh, there, it does kind of mess up some of these enemies because they don't really intend for you to be running away from them. Usually, you're running at them. Fairly easy to get up here. And now that we're all the way up here. See, we have to head straight down. I believe up top is just some refreshes on items, if you need refreshes on like attack and stuff.